Okay, so you've got this movie, which ideally is another Halloween movie because it's about zombies and stuff like that. So it was a great idea to obviously watch it because it's just been Halloween recently. So and it's got Ty Sheridan from Mud, who was excellent in Mud. So I wanted to see that because he's a great actor and I really liked him in that movie. And happy to say, great again in this movie. At first in this movie, there's like a lot of stuff going on, very sort of stuff about scouts and stuff, and then I think that might turn some people off and think, oh, what kind of movie is this? Is this like a kids movie or? But no, it's not. It's got a 15 rating on it, so obviously it's not. And there's lots of zombies in it, so it's definitely not a kids movie. But the thing about it that I think separates it is it's really not scared to push the boundaries in terms of violence and gore. And I mean, there's a scene in it where they go to a strip club and the whole place is deserted, right? And then out of nowhere, this sort of zombie stripper comes up, but his friend doesn't realize that it's a zombie stripper. He just thinks it's just somebody who's just stripper, right? And then her head comes off and decapitates in front of them, and blood spews onto his friend like, and all bloody and then they realize, oh yeah, it's a zombie stripper, so let's get the hell out of here, and stuff like that. But I think it's interesting that with this movie that there's a whole thing that you don't really know where it's gonna go. I mean, it's a zombie movie, but after a certain while you think, well, maybe I've seen this all before, and you've seen so many zombie movies, but you just sort of forget about all of that and then just enjoy it for what it is, I think. And then that's what I did. And I actually found that there are some things I don't think you have exactly seen the zombie movie. So that was quite refreshing because, you've seen Dawn of the Dead and you've seen so many movies, like zombie movies. I mean, Zombie Land, and you could go on forever. But it more so with this movie that like the chemistry is what really sells it, I think. Because you have Ty Sheridan and the guy, I don't know who the hell he is, I've never seen before, and then the girl who they think is a stripper, but she's actually a cocktail waitress. And that's a funny line, like, "It's the stripper." They're like, "No, cocktail waitress," stuff like that. So, and there's this thing going on with the movie that, for my money, it's bang on delivering what you want. It's got gore, it got zombies. There's some funny bits in it, and then there's this whole thing at the beginning. There's sort of this awkwardness about there's this guy who seems like a bit of a dick, but then they don't exactly know if he's being a dick to just Ty Sheridan or if he's being a dick to his friend as well. But I won't really spoil that. But in terms of a movie, I think it demonstrates everything really well, and I think it knocked every single box you could take. Knocked every box. I mean, ticked every box. I mean, but it basically knocked everything out. Like it just did everything it was supposed to do and more. And I think it's not quite as good as Zombieland, but it's still pretty close. So I think it's about like an 8 because the reason it's not getting a 9 or a 10 is because Zombieland is pretty much in the 9 or 10 bracket, and I think that there was some things that Zombieland did a bit better than this movie in terms of some of the ideas for the style and stuff like that. So that's the only reason why.